Good morning, students. Today we will continue our chapter, that is the sermon at Benares. You know that what is into the sermon at Benares? I told you yesterday also that there is a Siddharth Gautama who got his education at 10 years old when he is, and when he came back after getting the education, he get married at the age of 16 only, and then at the 25 age he go for the hunting process, sorry, and there he sees four kind of peoples: one sick person, second is old person, third is funeral, and the fourth one is monk who is begging. Okay, and then the story goes on like this, that he went here and there for a 7 month for the enlightenment only, but after 7 days when he seated under the tree of people, he got an enlightenment, and then he want to give that sermon, that enlightenment, to a lot of the peoples. Then the story goes on like this, that there is a woman whose name is Kisa Gautami. Kisa Gautami son died, and she want that her son to be alive, and then she mourn a lot, and she go here and there to the neighbors also. And then what happened, uh, then one person tell her that one man whose name is Gautam Buddha, and Gautam Buddha is only one who can cure your son. Then what happened? She go to the Gautam Buddha, and Gautam Buddha ask her that to get one handful mustard seeds, and then then Gautam Buddha added one more thing, that ask from that person that is he lost his near and dear or not. From that one person, I will accept it, the handful seed of mustards. So she ventures here and there. At last, she didn't get the handful seeds of mustards, and she sitteth maybe at the evening near the town, and then she sees that the lights are flickering, and then at last the light switched off. So this is the story of human beings also, that first we flickered in a kind of if we are having some kind of disease, then at last we got death. Okay, so then at last what the Buddha says, Buddha said that uh, 1 minute. The Buddha said the life of mortal in his world is trouble and brief. You know what is a mortal? Mortal means the life we are having. One birth we take, then another birth we have to take. This is the process of the mortal human beings. Immortal means we are free from the taking birth again and again into this world. Okay. So we are mortal, and this world is troubled and brief and combined with pain. And because we are into this world, that's why we are into a pain. For there is not any mean by which those that have been born can avoid dying. You know, if we are into this world, can we avoid death? No, we can't avoid that. If the monk is there into this world, can he avoid a death? No, he can't. But God can avoid the death. And who else? Devta. Okay, they also avoid death. Correct? So, after reaching old age, there is a death. What they are saying, that maybe after reaching the old age, we face the death. Of such nature are living beings. This is a natural thing for the living beings, that after old age we faces the death. Or maybe sometime if we are young people and we move our vehicles and so fastly, then we also face death. Okay. As a rib fruit, you know about the rib fruit? You know? No. Yes. A rib fruit which is about to rotten is about to rotten, that is known as rib fruit. In danger of falling, so mortal, because that rib fruit is more into a danger to be mortal. Mortal means to be die. When born are always in danger of death. Whoever born into this world, they are always into the danger of death. Clear? Then what happened? As on earthen vessel, you know about the earthen vessels which are made by the mud. Okay, yeah, mitti ke bartan. Okay, that is known as the earthen vessel. You know, when the earthen vessel fall down, then what will happen? It will break into the pieces. Okay, so the earthen vessel is more in danger. Earthen vessel made by the potter and then the being broken. So is the life of the mortal. This kind of life we are living. Our life is mortal, like a earthen vessel. Both young and adult, both those who are fools and those who are wise. Whether a fool person, whether a wise person, ultimately they face the death. Right? Clear? Whether a beautiful person, whether a okay person, not beautiful more than her or him, then ultimately they have to get a death. Ultimately they have to burn into a fire. Right? Fall into the power of death. All are subject to death. Now, the last, second last paragraph. Of course, who overcome by death, depart from life, a further can't save his son. If, look, if me and my daughter is into a car, and if we face a accident, then if I if the God didn't need me, and if he needs my daughter, then can I save my daughter? No, I can't. And if God needs me, can she save me? No, she can't. Okay, we can't save our near and dears. We can't save our son, daughter, parents, etc. Okay, ultimately we have to face death. So, if we overcome from the death, we are not able to save our near and dears, our sons, our kinders. What are the kinderman's relatives? Which are our who are our relative? We can't save them also. Okay, their relations, because of their relations with us, can we save? No, we can't. Mark while relative are looking on, lamenting deeply. But after death, the relatives came and they lament. Lament means show some grief. Right? Show some crying, sadness, grief, weeping. Okay. Deeply, one by one mortal are carried off, and one by one, all the family members will carried off. Maybe after 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Okay, because of the age factor, because of God needs us. Okay, like an ox. What do you mean by ox here? You know what is ox? Ox is a kind of animal who want that if the red color is there, he thinks that this is the food and he rain continuously. Slaughter and no, animal killed another animal just for food, just for his food. Like tiger kill deer. Okay, like this. Yes. But slaughter mainly used for the animals only. That one animal killed another animal. Animal kill. Okay, no, not like this. So the world is afflicted with the death. So into this world, a plenty of death is there and decay. Therefore, the wise do not grieve. Grief means show some sadness. They didn't feel any kind of sadness. Knowing the term of this world, because they know that if anybody come into this world, they have to die, right? Then the last paragraph, not from weeping, not from grieving, anyone will obtain peace of mind. Okay, you know, if somebody left, if we weep, if we show grief a lot of the times, then can that person came back? No, that person can't. But our peace of mind is also taken by our grief. Okay, our weeping. If we weep a lot, what will happen with our eyes? Swellings came, and then sometimes we feel sleepy. We are not able to read anything. Okay, we are not able to do any work. Okay, so by weeping, by grieving, we didn't get a peace of mind. On the contrary, his pain will be greater. And instead of it, our pain will be greater and his body will suffer. And body will also suffer. He will make himself sick and pain. I told you about the sick and the pain. Yet the death are not saved by his lamentations. Lamentations means here grief. If you lament a lot, if you show the grief a lot, if you weep a lot, then nobody came back. But only you destroy your physical health. Okay. Then he who seeks peace should draw out the arrow of lamenting and complaint and grief. Who wants a peace, then they have to spare themselves with from that arrow of lamenting about this complaint. Don't complain again and again. Don't do grief again and again. He who has drawn out the arrow and has become composed will obtain peace of mind. Who is not focusing on these things, that this loss, this loss, this loss. Okay, then they will continue on their work. Okay, and peace of mind is also came. He who has overcome all sorrow will become free from sorrow, and he blessed. Blessed by the God, blessed by his achievements, if he is free from all the sorrows. One time we face sorrow, we feel also sorrow that if somebody lost, but again and again, if we remember that person, then what will happen? It will take away our peace of mind. Right? Thank you all. If any query, comment it below.